What's the deal with keto actually working for men who are closer to age 40? I feel like I'm the perfect person for you to ask, so thank you for asking. And by the way, in case you're new to this channel and don't know who I am Slick Nick, your personal keto bro. I am now less than 1 month from my 40th birthday. I'm filming this in real time on March 21st, 2021. My birthday, my 40th birthday, will be April 20th. So we're less than a month away. And this whole series I've been doing this year has been to ask the question, does keto work? Is it effective? So if you've been watching these videos, you have seen I'm not gaining fat. I'm actually slimming down. And as I've been very vocal about in videos that I've shot today, which I may not have released before this one, that I recently had to remove 2 large garbage bags full of clothes that were too big on me. And when that happens, you have to get new clothes. So I have been doing that, and you can check out those other videos talking about that. So clearly, yes, it's working. Going keto, and I always have a video that I put in the description there that talks about the 5 killers, the 5 killers, don't you? It sounds like a show on Netflix. You know, there's plenty of shows about that on Netflix. But as far as the 5 pillars of being keto, and I created this concept as far as what these 5 things are, but the concept of filling up on fiber and fat, and then there's the whole intermittent fasting thing, not really eating any real content as far as any protein or carbohydrates until the afternoon. And there's a concept of making sure you drink at least a gallon of water a day, that you're walking 2 or 3 miles a day, and that you are sleeping around 7 hours every day. Too much more than that can make you lazy and tired, and less than that will keep you from being as productive and actually can cause stress to your body, therefore causing you to store belly fat. So if you want to check out that video, there's always a description right there where you can learn about that. So it's very interesting because what's the stereotype about men turning 40? Well, you start looking old and you start, quote, getting fat. Well, I am Nick Shell. I am Nick. In Greek, Nicholas Victorious, that's what it means. So it's very important to me that I do not allow myself to be the victim here. No, I find a way to make things work. I will choose, because it is a choice, to be victorious. So I have stumbled into this keto lifestyle. Now I will say, in the fall of 2020, I started counting calories and keeping that under 2,000 a day. And that was effective and it was good, but it wasn't quite as efficient. And for me, long-term is keto, because keto, I never have to worry about being hungry. I know I just said I don't really eat anything until 2 o'clock every day. I do have MCT oil in my coffee at 6 a.m. and then I do bulletproof coffee around 11, but it's not spiking my insulin, meaning I'm not storing fat until usually 2 o'clock. And even today, where it's 2:39 and I haven't eaten any food today, other than water, other than black coffee. First coffee having MCT oil in it, and the second one having butter in it and heavy cream, okay? But imagine how not normal that is for the average person. They would have already eaten probably 2 meals by now, and especially when they had carbohydrates. Even when I have my first meal today, it will have virtually no carbohydrates whatsoever in it. And when I have my second meal, I'll have a half of a sweet potato, and I'll have my Greek yogurt, which has like 9 grams in it, but still it's definitely under 50 a day. So the point is, this thing is working for me, but I'm actually doing it. People who criticize keto are people who don't do keto. They're people who say, oh, I could never do that. Translation, I don't want to do that. I'm not disciplined enough like you are. What's funny is, there's such a paradox, because why are you hungry? It's because you eat carbohydrates. Carbohydrates make you hungry and they store fat. So what if you do the opposite of that? What if you don't eat carbs? Well, then you're not going to get hungry and you're not going to store fat. Simply put, that's what keto is. So I'm documenting this. We're at the countdown. We're now less than 30 days from my 40th birthday. And I've been very vocal about this. I mean, I started this last February 2020, when I joined the gym. And it took me going to the gym 6 or 7 months, yes, to build basic muscle that I didn't have before, but also to understand a diet regimen that's going to work for me long term, that I can commit to for the rest of my life. So I did the counting calories thing, trying to match my My weight, as far as at the time, was like 178 pounds, matching that with grams of protein, doing the whole worshiping protein thing, pretty much is what I would call it. Then to counting calories, which actually started helping, but then I realized, wait, keto is actually the most efficient version of counting calories anyway, because it's a little less emphasis on counting calories and what kind of calories are you consuming. To begin with, if you're altering your hormones, causing you not to store fat and be hungry to begin with, you're really hacking the system, and I love how smart that is. I love working smart. I refuse to work hard. Working hard is for people who don't want to be efficient. I'm Slick Nick. I find a way to hack the system, and there are the 5 pillars that I mentioned earlier. Filling up on fat and fiber, and doing intermittent fasting, not eating any actual food. And actually, it's 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. is the window that I eat every day. I don't eat beyond that. So it's a 19 hours of fasting and 5-hour window where I'm actually eating food. Again, drinking a gallon of water a day, which this is a half gallon, so I'm doing 2 of these a day. I start out my day after the gym by walking 2 or 3 miles. I did, I think, closer to 3 today. And then again, making sure that I get a solid 7 hours of sleep. That's the mentioned number. So is it working? Yes, it is. And it's funny because what was ultimately my goal? We have to go back to February 2020. What was my goal? My goal was to, quote, get rid of the dad bod. Well, that happened. But then by the end of 2020, it was like, well, now I want specifically 17% body fat. But I think what the goal that came before that is to fit into a size medium t-shirt. And now that's absolutely no struggle. I just bought this. It's a size medium, it's no problem. I'm wearing size 31 Wranglers right now, which is very hard because Wranglers fit tighter and they fit higher. So I can fit in those. Actually, I'll drop the camera a little bit to get a better view of that. But for these jeans, and this is size 31, and it's like when I tense my muscle, my stomach, yes, there's fat there. You can still see it. It's there. I'm not at 17% body fat yet, but I can see some definition in those muscles there. And that is not something I've ever had in my entire life. So I'm very excited about that. So yes, going to the gym does definitely help. It helps on a motivational level. I don't really even do a lot of exercises involving my stomach or my abs. I do this one thing twice a week when I work on my stomach, where I'm pulling down like that. And then I have another one where I'm holding like this and I'm bringing up my legs. But it's not a lot of work that I'm doing. It's all because the fat is going away, because most of the day, my body is working to burn fat instead of store fat, because I only have less than 50 carbohydrates a day, making it already hard, but it's at the very end of the day after I've already used most of my energy anyway. So this is definitely working for me, but I'm actually doing it. I'm not giving excuses why it won't work. I'm actually doing it, and I'm very excited. And really at this point, now that I am turning 40 in a month, I'm already very happy with my goals. And yes, I will continue to have goals, because I know that I'm not at 17% body fat. That's my arbitrary goal at this point. And maybe when I finally get there, I'm good, because I realize to have a true six-pack would mean I'm closer to what, like 12% body fat. And I don't know that I really want that kind of discipline. I'm happy with what I'm doing with keto. Yes, there's discipline involved, but it's actually very easy and it's a lot of fun. So we're now less than 30 days away, and soon we will get to see how things turn out on my 40th birthday. But already I'm very happy. Like already this gift I've given to myself of being in this state of being, and I'm not starving myself. Instead, I'm eating a lot of food because the majority of my calories are fat. So for example, I'm doing 75 grams of protein a day and double that in fat, 150 grams of fat a day, and then less than 50 carbs. When you turn off the carbs, it's amazing what happens. You can actually eat fat and protein and enjoy what you eat just during a window. I love it. I'm very passionate about being keto. Do I need you to be keto? No, I'm a libertarian and I don't care what you do. It's your life. But I'm saying for me, it works. For me, it makes me very happy and it makes me see those results, especially for someone who's almost 40. I'm not gonna throw in the towel, this is just how it's gonna be. I'm gonna be having a dad bod now. No, you can go back and watch my older videos, even from last summer, and see that there's definitely been a major transformation. But I was already weight training. And even then I was running, and now I don't run, I walk. So it's interesting, I've made things really easy, and now I'm seeing the results because of keto. And again, if you want to see that video breaking down those 5 things again, click right there, you'll see the link. Your comments belong right here.